I have been observing what we call alien spacecrafts and an interdimensional environment on the planet and even the cosmos. In this documentary, I have made a fascinating observation. After 800 years of calm, a volcano has awakened in Iceland. Have you ever been left with an elated feeling of satisfaction and confidence that you have been told the truth about UFOs, aliens, extraterrestrial existence, or anything relating to the cosmos, which include the sun, moon, and all the planets? The lies are so convincing that the truth is reduced to unimaginable, inconceivable, unbelievable, incredible, unthinkable, indescribable, undreamed of, mind-boggling, beyond belief and undreamed of. Well, get ready to see this truth about the source of this volcanic eruption with your own eyes. Here are some of the images that I captured from a live presentation that caught my attention. It was the background images surrounding the volcano. Several images will show a caption displaying the previous snapshot captured. Now, you will see several pictures of the volcano activity at night before any eruption started and snapshots of hours later as the sun came up showing a full-blown eruption occurring. Growing awareness of this interdimensional environment challenges the bedrock of our human understanding. It makes you ask the question: what is the purpose of our existence, and what is this planet? Why have the inhabitants been blindsided? Why are we not able to view this dimension that is right there this minute, in our faces surrounding us daily? And then, what's next? The Maya calendar interception is the closest ancient knowledge that I can relate to as a start to understanding what I have observed occurring during the numerous weather events on the planet today. I acknowledge that there is a wealth of ancient knowledge that can relate to some of my observations. Let's hear them. I began observing this volcanic event early on. Instantly what I saw in the night pictures were a familiar background of images that I had seen many times before in other images that I have rendered. What I see in this picture is square-shaped visuals stacked in a sort of descending trajectory surrounding the stationary object that I was observing. I have brightened the picture below for your visualization of the descending trajectory described that you will see throughout the presentation. There is a specific area on this picture that I call a saloon door, and you will see why. Find an area of curiosity and follow that location as you view several renderings while looking deeper and deeper into the interdimensional infrastructure surrounding this volcanic structure. The next image of this view was captured seconds later, and the infrastructure that surrounded the volcano was totally changed. So, get ready to see for the first time what is the source of this volcano. Take a look at the formation of another eruption cracking the surface of the Earth. We are aware that this small area will widen and probably connect to the larger volcanic structure seen here. Did you ever wonder what it actually looks like when an eruption starts? Here you will see it all. This video clip captured at the beach will help you visualize the narration of objects in the volcano pictures. The images that you are viewing are indescribable, beyond any means of comprehension, a shock to the conscious. Take a look at the firmament. Yes, you heard correctly, the firmament. As you can see, the infrastructure objects are continuously moving. The firmament encompasses the sky, the heavens, and the space around everything, including humans. This structure has been elusive, invisible, and unseen. Well, it's showing itself nowadays, everywhere. Here it is. At the very bottom is the horizon line. It is hovering over the ocean water. The infrastructure objects here are sucking up water from a mechanical infrastructure under the water. Here is where power pebbles are created representing all colors and sizes. Then these pebbles are moved throughout the structure that you see here. So, the takeaway from this clip is that the firmament surrounds everything and is a continuously moving, invisible structure. Now that you can consciously relate to the different snapshots captured from a live event, here is what is in the images surrounding the volcano in this instance, as you are aware that the next instance of this image surroundings will be different. Here is the source of the volcanic activity. This is the first view showing the saloon door and the different levels of dimensions as they descend down. Each view will expose more and more details. Here, it appears that the different shape panels surrounding the volcano are blank, they are not. Get ready to see what is concealed. In this environment, images on pictures take on amazing attributes, such as unexplainable objects moving, and processes flows being performed. You will see the actual materials or machinery processing or working, as we may say. The old rules do not apply in this environment, as you will see. Here is the saloon door. The original snapshot is at the bottom for reference. As you take in the views of this structure, you will notice somewhat familiar shapes of what looks like hardware. Yes, hardware. Hardware products like these hinges that look like a double-action spring hinge design. These objects look like a solid object, but they are not. What I observed was that it was biological and consist of millions of unbelievable small miniature objects that I have named nanomites. These nanomites create a frame, cover surfaces and attachments, and are constantly moving. The framed areas that appear in this view, you would agree that is empty with no hesitation. Now, let me tell you that there is not one semi-inch of space that is empty or blank. The amazing capabilities that photo images take on in this environment is off the charts. Each view will show you more details not seen in the previous view. Now, are you ready to see what is underneath the concealed panels? Oh yeah, remember, these are pictures. Take in these next amazing views. How breathtaking is this? No words can explain. Re-engineering is impossible, oh wow. Remember, in the beach clip that you viewed, the infrastructure objects were continuously moving. Now, when a stationary object is encountered like this volcano, the passing infrastructure objects that connects to the volcano, I have named these sections sheets. These sheets provide payloads containing materials and different biomechanical attachments and the addition of new infrastructure to the stationary object and lighting fast speeds. This image is an instance in time. As you know, the firmament encompasses the sky, the heavens, and the space around everything. We are not excluded, if you were wondering. This structure has been elusive, invisible, and unseen. So, when you view the next few renderings of this image, be consciously aware that you are looking at the space, the entity that has eluded scientists. Well, here it is in full color. This is the real source of the volcanic activities, as this image will reveal more details about the volcano and its surroundings, and the newly erupting fistula. In this view, you may wonder, what are those cylindrical-shaped containers holding, which are materials of various colors? First, the container is made of a force field as clear as glass. Next, the materials within the force field are what I call power pebbles. The source of these pebbles was observed at the horizon line over the ocean. As the infrastructure along the horizon line sucked up water from the underwater infrastructure, pebbles of all colors were processed, moved to chilling sections and distributed throughout the sky. The pebbles are the energy that powers everything, even us humans. Check out my documentary, titled UFOs Are Here, to see the human interaction within this dimensional environment. Now, sit back and take in more amazing views, revealing even more structures. I have observed 7 levels down into this dimension and saw more. How deep does this go? I will say infinity. In this view, I want to talk about the descending levels noticeable on both sides of the volcano. Let's call these levels tabs. Now imagine a stack of index cards with tabs. Now, this is the amazing part of the observation. Each index card is a sheet. Remember, a sheet contains fully operational mechanical infrastructure, nozzle connectors, payloads of materials, and more unnamed structures. Now, these sheets stacked up on top of each other once activated, becomes a fully operational platform such as a volcano, or a blood laboratory facility, evaluating human fluids. I documented and observed human fluids being extracted into an alien-like petri dish. So, view this image with that concept in mind. Again, view my documentary UFOs Are Here. I captured UFO entities extracting fluids from a pregnant lady into what appeared to be petri dishes. Now back to the volcano. Could the tabbed index observation indicate what is happening here? This is the second instance of this reality that I have observed. What do you think? The illusion of fire and smoke dissipates, and in this image, you can see the structure inside of the fire. Keep looking around and observing this amazing structure. So, again, sit back and take in the last views of image 1 and be ready to compare it to image number 2. Now, take a look at image 2. This snapshot was taken seconds after image 1, which is at the bottom for your view to compare the changes that have occurred. You will notice that the saloon door is gone. Time is allotted for you to really digest the visuals. This infrastructure that I call the firmament, the sky, moves so fast that I am sure that I missed a few passes before I captured this one. This infrastructure that is passing the volcano, I have named a humongous stencil sheet. It consists of single sheets, which contain imprinted fully operational machinery, payloads of pebbles, and other unnamed objects. All of these items are imprinted on a biological surface. These sheets join other sheets as they attach to the huge, humongous stencil sheet that encompasses the entire Earth, Sun, and Moon. See my documentation for closer details. Now, the environment that you are viewing around this volcano does not visually have the same infrastructure that I captured on the east coast of America, from Myrtle Beach to Massachusetts, nor is it the same in Kenya, Africa, where again I captured from a live event UFOs showing up at the quarry site where bodies were found of peaceful protesters. It's all documented. In the Kenya documentation, I observed how birds fly in this environment. I have named this structure that enable flight surface rods. Now, keeping on the subject matter here, you are going to be amazed at visuals that show actual movement within the pictures, different levels of the dimension, and clear views of the biomechanical firmament infrastructure connecting to the volcano. Here's something that I want you to think about before we view the images of the eruption. What does eruption mean to you? Or what do you think it means? Get ready to reevaluate your response. Keep watching. I will ask the question later on in the presentation to see if your response is the same. So, compare this view of the same volcano, captured seconds after image 1. This content was created to promote awareness of an interdimensional environment here on Earth that I have been observing for 4 years. Because the images are so unimaginable, I have created new terminology to help describe the basics of what I have observed and documented. As you take in these views, you will realize that what we call magic is a made-up fantasy of ours when we cannot see the real source. So, with the knowledge that you have gained so far, what are your thoughts? You probably have heard the statement that we all are connected but have never been told how or showed how. Folks, it is through this interdimensional environment that you see here. Lava flows from the Sunnukar volcano in the Reykjanes Peninsula in southwestern Iceland resulted in the forced evacuation of the fishing town Grindavik and the Blue Lagoon geothermal spa on June 2. The volcano has erupted 5 times since December. Here's what the scientists said: the evidence all points to the establishment of a single magma reservoir beneath the volcano, and that this reservoir can then feed eruptions at different positions on the Reykjanes Peninsula, depending on the shifting stresses in the crust. A single magma reservoir is the source based on this article. Remember that when you the eruption images. These background images that I have brought to your attention are showing up everywhere and nobody can see it. Or everyone is ignoring it, or, is it, no one is curious? I even saw this during the recent civilian spacewalk, and yes, I captured snapshots. Now, this is the last image before an eruption was captured. Again, compare the changes or just take in the amazing views. Iceland, which is roughly the size of Kentucky with a population of nearly 400,000, boasts more than 30 active volcanoes that have become tourist attractions within the country's breathtaking scenery. It is stated that the high number of volcanoes that are either actively erupting or indicating signs of disquiet is due to the fact that the island sits on a boundary between tectonic plates. I call these plates sheets. Scientists say these gigantic tectonic plates slowly move pieces of the Earth's crust located in the uppermost mantle, creating cracks that allow magma to come up. What you have been viewing is the real activities of volcanoes on this planet. Everything involving this, the climate and many other earthly sustainable activities that are woven tightly to our very existence is generated from this interdimensional environment. Here's what a full-blown eruption looks like. First, refresh your visual comprehension of the images that you just viewed and be ready to observe and compare the changes that occurred hours later. The volcanic eruption was recorded as propelling lava plumes 50 meters high. With the insights gained up to this point, a redefinition is warranted. An eruption could be described as a powerful discharge of molten rock, hot fragments, and gases through a vent in the crust of a planet or satellite. Observing these remarkable images of the eruption may prompt a revision of this definition. Your thoughts on this are welcome. Continue watching to explore the various renderings of this image, which reveal clear, up-close, and astonishing facts that have long been elusive to mankind. Eruptions occurred near Grindavik, a fishing town adjacent to the famous Blue Lagoon, which is the home of the Loch Ness Monster. This event marked the fifth eruption on the peninsula since December 2023. By November 2023, most of Grindavik's 4,000 residents had been evacuated permanently. As you absorb the incredible sights, invent your own terms to describe what you see. Witnessing this environment calls for everyone to participate at least once in their lifetime. I remember President Ronald Reagan speaking at the United Nations about such an occasion, where humanity must unite. I've lived for 68 years, and my vision of humanity is you, the tool and die maker, the machinery parts fabricator, the dental technician, the research and development analyst, and many others. Regardless of your specialty, your contribution is crucial to our understanding of what we have here. What we lack, folks, is collaboration. Observations of UFO entities and the complex activities surrounding us are indescribable, especially the head connections. This is something you must see for yourself. I cannot make sense of this reality alone. There have been numerous medical signs that have been overlooked or dismissed. If these concerns were addressed, it was briefly, like the instance on TikTok last year when a young woman in her 20s felt inexplicably exhausted. These entities conduct thorough examinations on us before we can take a step, just that quickly, and the examination is truly extraordinary. Oh yes, we humans are biomechanical. There are no bones, no intestines, no heart, no lungs, just indescribable machinery. This is all documented. UFOs are here. Now, continue to marvel at these astonishing aspects of reality. Now that you are acquainted with the remarkable environment of this volcano, prepare to witness more spectacular eruption scenes that will display the before image to contrast the changes occurring within seconds. Oh yes, I remember my initial question: what is your definition of a volcanic eruption, or how do you visualize this phenomenon? Do you have an answer? Should we redefine it? If so, what would that definition be? Please share your thoughts. Meanwhile, keep watching, and please take a moment to subscribe and like the presentation. As previously stated, the extraordinary capabilities that photographs take on within this environment is beyond the realm of imagination. Here, you can visually explore the remarkable infrastructure surrounding this volcano, including what lies beneath. This is absolutely breathtaking and amazing. Do you know what caused the yellow flame in volcano fires? Or what color is the hottest fire? According to scientists, there are a few reasons why a volcano might produce a yellow flame, including hydrogen gas. A yellow flame can be caused by hydrogen gas escaping from a lava lake. The content of this article was published by the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory in a piece titled Volcano Watch. Occasionally, large and vibrant flames are visible within the emissions from the volcano. The Hawaiian Volcano Observatory notes that these flames can vary from yellowish-orange to greenish-blue, a phenomenon caused by the combustion of hydrogen gas in the air. Temperatures of these flames have been measured at over 1,000 degrees Celsius, 1,830 degrees Fahrenheit. By now, you've observed the true origins of the current volcanic activity. Here's additional insight from experts in their published works. Flames typically arise after lava fountaining events, when the vents are at their hottest. The substantial flames that emerge post-fountaining can last for hours before gradually fading away. This fading is attributed to the cooling of the vent openings below the ignition point of the sparse gas, rather than a decrease in gas concentration. Please provide feedback if you observe any of the phenomena described by experts. Now, observe the source of the yellow flames emerging from the center of the red flames. What you've been observing are the genuine activities of volcanoes on our planet. Everything related to this, including the climate and numerous other sustainable earthly activities that are closely intertwined with our existence, originates from this interdimensional environment. This is what a full-scale eruption appears as. First, recall the images you have just viewed and ready yourself to observe and compare the transformations that occurred seconds later. It was recorded that the volcanic eruption propelled lava plumes 50 meters into the air. With the knowledge acquired, proceed to refine your definition of an eruption while observing these next remarkable images of the eruption. Remember to share it in the comment section. I believe it is necessary to update the definition of an eruption, considering that existing scientific theories may not apply in this environment. Continue watching to discover what each rendering of this picture reveals. Yellow flames in a wood fire are caused by the presence of unburned carbon compounds. Normally, carbon is consumed during combustion, but some amounts may not burn completely. As the fire progresses, it releases these unburned carbon compounds into the flame, which do not ignite fully, resulting in a flame that appears orange or yellow. This serves as a fascinating illustration of our perception of reality. From my observations, the various colored pebbles are the origin of carbon, hydrogen, and all the elements described by humans. We just need to determine the purpose of each colored pebble. The photographic capabilities of this environment enable the visualization of the deep, dark areas within the yellow flame, allowing us to explore what lies there. For the first time, this environment has been exposed. As you take in the breathtaking views of the volcano, bear in mind that you are also observing what we term as space, the entity that has remained invisible to our sight. Consider this: the trees and vegetation that flourish on Earth share a similar structure to this volcano, suggesting a mechanical framework that creates the visual representation of trees, branches, and leaves, an astonishing concept. Then, consider an apple plucked from a tree. As you bite into it, juices burst forth. If we consider a holographic image, the question arises, how would the juices flow from an apple? It prompts the thought of a holographic reality possessing capabilities that surpass our current understanding of this technology. We humans are in every aspect attuned to this environment. This seemingly alien mechanical framework is intertwined with the human body, maintaining constant connection. We are, in essence, cyborgs composed of biomechanical elements, akin to pegs on a pegboard. For instance, one peg may represent the heart, while others form the image of bones, and so on. Yet, how is this possible when we can feel, or even break a bone? This remains an enigma to be unraveled. Numerous prophecies discuss the awakening of humanity in 2024, intersecting with current global events. My goal is to raise awareness, so think of this as an awareness seminar. Whether it fulfills a prophecy is secondary. Here are the undisclosed facts, assimilate them as you wish and draw your own conclusions. Without collaboration, progress is stalled. Over the last 2 years, I've sought the involvement of millennials and Gen Z to continue this project. Contact can be made via ufomillennial.gens@gmail.com. To conclude this presentation, recall the opening image captured of the volcano back in June of this year? Witness the transformation that has unfolded since the volcano emerged in December 2023. Additionally, remember the observation that I made indicating that the trees share a similar structure underneath the limbs and the tree bark to that of the lava pebbles shown here. Keep watching to see the amazing structure beneath the lava pebbles. Here you can comprehend my concept of pegs on a pegboard. You will observe the machinery that generates the holographic image of lava pebbles when a single machine apparatus is in operation. Absorb these final visuals, subscribe for more content to stay informed. The source of Mount Etna volcanic eruptions is not geological, it is an interdimensional entanglement. Behold, this is the mechanical infrastructure that generates lava pebbles. Indeed, you heard correctly. This same infrastructure also generates the illusion of trees, complete with branches and leaves. I've dubbed this arrangement pegs on a pegboard. Observe the protrusions emerging from the surface. These are the devices that facilitate the creation of lava pebble groups, not just one group, but many. As for the trees and foliage, the biomechanical machines differ, though they execute similar illusion exercises. Now, that was an amazing revelation. Keep looking around. Although we label it an illusion, is it truly so? Consider the scenario of an apple. Why would juices flow from it when bitten if it were merely an illusion? Perhaps it's because we, too, are illusions, mere pegs on a pegboard. View my content and form your own opinion. As I observe more details about this interdimensional environment, I will surely update you with the new revelations. As we approach the conclusion of this presentation, I urge you not to simply walk away. Millennials and Generation Z, this is your moment to stand out and be heard as voices of reason, not conflict. You hold the key to the future for every inhabitant on Earth. You are the ones who can steer humanity in the right direction. You are recognized for your sincere intentions and everything that lies between. Leave your thoughts. The planet is experiencing significant changes, and humans are evolving alongside. These transformations raise important questions about our continued existence and the sustainability of our way of life. I look forward to your comments.